Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Long time no video post. So if you have seen my last shorts where I spoke about savings, like investment rather than savings, then you need to watch this video. So after that video I made, I had a couple of calls. Like sometimes I don't realize how my videos are able to help like other people, right, until I got like calls after my last shorts where I talked about saving, investing rather than saving your money, like just leaving your money to, leaving your money in the bank and not investing it, right? So because I got lots of calls and questions and everything, I decided to go ahead to do a follow-up video to kind of explain in like details and even show you one of the platforms I use, which I can to a very large extent recommend for you to start your investment journey. Okay, so first off, a recap of what I said in the previous short, just in case you missed it, is that you should never leave your money in the bank, right? Don't just leave your money lying around in the bank. Rather than leave your money in the bank, invest the money. So there are various investment options that are available out there. Various investment options. So for example, if you decide that you don't want to leave, you don't want to remove your money from the bank because probably you do not trust any other institution aside the banks, then that's fine. I mean, everyone has or is entitled to their opinions, and like nobody should push you to do something that you do not want to do. So it should solely be your decision to kind of decide whether you want to keep your money in the bank or move your money out. So in case you are like hell-bent on leaving your money in the bank, you don't want to trust any fintech company, you rather keep your money in the bank, right, you can as well decide to go for fixed deposit options, right? So in the bank, there are also investment options in the bank. So there's fixed deposits. You can actually buy treasury bills, right? Treasury bills are actually very good. I haven't like bought any treasury bills before, but it's something I'm thinking of doing because these are very safe investments. They are government owned and they're very, very safe. You can also invest in commercial papers. Well, that's through a different means. So let me focus on the banks and what I have done. So for fixed deposit, you can fix your money. But when you use old generation banks, like, I don't want to start mentioning banks. I might have to mention banks in the course of my video, but if you use old generation banks, you discover that if you want to fix your money, the rates they are going to give you is going to be much lower. Why? Because they have a lot of customers. Like they are like, they have a lot of branches all over the country. They have a lot of customers. But if you go for these new generation banks, they are more willing to give you a higher interest rate. So for example, I remember when I used to do invest in one of the old generation banks, I was getting around 8% on my investments. So of course, at some point, my husband is a banker, by the way. So my husband started working in a different bank. So I discussed it with him, and he said, oh yeah, they could give me a higher rate there, right, because it's a new generation bank. And the rate they gave me, at some point it even increased further, right? So I did different like investments at different times, right? But the important thing is that you can get as high as 16% on top of your money. So another thing you need to take note of when you're doing fixed deposits is that, there's a minimum amount that you can actually invest, when you're doing fixed deposits, and it's ₦1 million. If you don't have up to ₦1 million, you cannot do the fixed deposits, right? Because it's ₦1 million minimum. Then another thing is that whatever interest you are getting from your fixed deposit, for example, if you decide to invest ₦1 million, you're supposed to get 16% of that if you are using like a new generation bank, and then they are going to also remove withholding tax, right? Because of course they have to, it's by law, right? They have to remove withholding tax. By the time they do that, you should be getting around 12,000 to 13,000 naira monthly. So the good thing about fixed deposit is that it's very, very safe. It is very safe. It's one of the safest investment options for you. And every month, the same way everybody's getting salary, you get your alert at a certain time. If you start on the 1st, the next month on the same 1st, you will get your money. 25th, the next month, you will get your money at the same time. So it depends on how and when you want to start. Then another thing that you should take note of about fixed deposits, which makes it very safe, is that at any point in time, you can decide to liquidate your investment. You can decide if you're, for example, you decide to fix it for 30 days, and then halfway through the month you discover that you need your money for something. You can actually turn this down. You can actually liquidate your investment, and then what they would do is that they would just calculate the period with which that money was fixed for, and then they will give you, whatever is accrued to you. Do you understand? So I think in all, I do a lot of investments, right? But I know that for sure fixed deposit is like the safest of the safest option that you can opt for. There are no stories involved with fixed deposit. And another thing is, if you start with 1 million naira and then you save up again, and then you get another maybe 500,000, you get another 1 million on top of that, you can always top up your investment. You just need to write to your banker, your account officer, or you simply walk into your bank and then you tell them you want to top up your investment. So it's very, very simple and straightforward. Now, having said that, right, I also want you to understand that, as safe as the banks are, nothing is safe in this life. I remember when, a certain bank folded up, and people were like, this bank, so nothing is safe. Just know that in this life is all about risks. So even if you are saying, I trust the bank more than anything, you also have heard stories about how people's money just move from banks and everything. So what I'm trying to say is that as a human being, you have to be willing to take risks. But one thing I always do, and I advise a lot of people to do, is that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you have, for example, don't say, I'm going to put all my money in what's it called, in a fintech company. I put all my money there, that it was giving me the highest rate, so I'm putting all my money there. Don't do that. Financial advice. Take it from me, right? And by the way, I have a background in accounting, hence my, anyways. So back to the gist, right? So don't put all your money in one place. Make sure you don't put all your money in one place. You try different things. You can buy shares. I'm not going to talk about shares in this video because that one will be for another video, right? You can actually invest in different things. Put your money in one bank. Put your money. A lot of people have not just one bank account. They have several bank accounts. So you can decide to do things in different places just to be safe. Now let's come back to the fintech companies, right? So I talked about the fact that you can fix your money in the bank. Now another option is for you to invest via fintech companies. There are several of them. There's PiggyVest, which is my favorite, by the way. I love PiggyVest so much. I've used it in the last years, and it has not failed me before. So that's the one I'm going to be talking about today. But let me just tell you that there are others which offer you even higher interest rates than PiggyVest. But for me, I don't really look at the fact that, oh, you know, you're offering me something higher, because I know Nigerians, we tend to be greedy sometimes, though, right? But we tend to be greedy sometimes, but it's also important for you to be smart. Don't just be greedy and say, oh, let's go. That's how a lot of people got scammed when they did MMM. Does everybody remember? Does anybody remember MMM? That's how a lot of people got scammed. Do you understand? MMM. Hey, me, that time, I did only 10,000 naira because I'm too careful with things. I knew that was a Ponzi scheme, right? I knew it was a Ponzi scheme because it was too good to be true. So anything that is too good to be true is actually too good to be true. So you need to be careful out there. So don't say, hey, this place, they're giving me this interest rate, let me quickly go and put all my money there. On social media, I saw this post about how some people were putting their money in a certain, you know, fintech company. They were putting their money for 2 years and getting, you know, high interest rate as high as 26%. And I was like, here, I would just go and put all my life savings inside one place for 2 years, lock it for 2 years. It takes a lot for me to do that. So I have used PiggyVest for years, and I can tell you for a fact that PiggyVest is safe, right? They are licensed under the Security and Exchange Commission. They have been available for years. They've I've never, the only time I ever heard anything like negative about them, it was not true. Like, it was just something that came out to tarnish their image. And truly, I was scared at the time. I pulled down my phones and everything. But later, when I investigated further, I realized that it was actually a ploy to kind of you know, kill their business. So PiggyVest is quite reliable, and it's what I use. So I'm going to actually show you how you can invest via PiggyVest. There are various options. There's the Piggy Bank, there's the Piggy Flex, there's the Safe Lock, there's the Piggy Dollar. Thing you need to do when you want to start your journey, your investment and saving journey, is to download the PiggyVest app. Go to Play Store or App Store and download. Once you have downloaded, you click to create an account and you fill out all the necessary information to get started. So for the purpose of this video, I will not be going through the process of creating an account, but rather I'll be going through the process. You know, once you have logged in, you have created your account and all that. So once you have logged into your account, you just simply go to savings, right? So once you go to savings, you can see you have different options. So you can actually toggle off and on the total savings. I mean, you can see the eye icon. But for the purpose of this video, I don't want you guys to see all my money. So let's go straight to the business of things. So there are different options here. You can see there's Safe Lock, there's Piggy Bank, there's Target Savings, there's House Money, Flex Dollar, Flex Naira. So I'm going to start with the first one. For Safe Lock, right, there are various options of Safe Lock, right? So as you can see, you can just simply create a Safe Lock option. Then you pick the option that is, the duration that you want to lock your funds. So for example, if you want to lock your funds for just 1 month, you can pick 31 to 60 days, right? Then you go straight. Yes, you enter the amount that you want to lock. So for example, I want to lock 100,000 naira. Here, you just put the title. For me, I always just write saving here. And then you click set payback date and you pick the first date that comes up. Say it's 1 month. Today is 7th and you want to lock your money for 31 days. So you click select. Then you select here the source. So for example, here you can see use Flex Naira. That's what I'm picking because you have to put your money first in this Flex Naira. I'll come back to Flex Naira in a short while. So moving forward, you click to preview your Safe Lock. That means you want to see how much you're going to make. So you can see amount to lock is 100,000. This is your interest rate for 1 month. So the longer, one thing about this interest rate is that the longer you keep your money for, the higher the interest rate that you get. So your interest rate, what you're getting on the 100,000 naira is 1,274 naira, and you're going to get this money. You're going to get your 100,000 naira back on the 7th of April, but you're going to get this interest, this 1,200. You get your 1,200 immediately. It's for 31 days, and it will mature into your Piggy Flex. Okay, so you click these options, these two options here. I authorize to Safe Lock my money, and I hereby
your safe lock. You cannot break it. If you like the fainting, if you like the anything, you have an emergency, you can never break that money. So before you go ahead and use the safe lock option, be absolutely sure that you are not going to need that money in it, like within that period of time. Okay, before you go ahead and safe lock it. Now, if this 100,000 naira is just lying in your account, doing nothing, and at the end of the month, you're not going to get this 1,200. Let me not lie to you. You're not going to get up to 1,200 for keeping 100,000 naira in the bank doing nothing. You will not get this 1,200. So it's not better you come and lock it and you get this money. So the longer you keep your money, the more interest. So for example, if you decide that you want to keep it till the 6th of May, can you see that the interest rate is higher? You use Flex, you preview, and you see how much you're going to get? 2,400. So the higher the duration of time, the more money that you can make. So there are various other options there. You can decide to lock your money for 1 year. You can see. If you want to get the max, you can see you need to do above 2 years to get to 32%. But if you lock it for 1 year, you're also going to get up to 21% of whatever amount. So let's try 100,000 naira for one till the end of maybe January. Let's see till the end of February. Today is March, I think. Okay, so March 7th. So let's see. If you use your, so you can see how much you're going to be getting. So if you lock away 100,000 naira till next year, you're going to be getting 20,000 naira. And that 20,000 naira, they give it to you now. And then by next year, on the 7th of March next year, you will get back your 100,000 naira. It's not as if it's 80,000 naira you're going to get by the end of 1 year. You will get back your capital. So you can see that safe lock. For me personally, safe lock is amazing. I love safe lock, especially when I don't need the money. I just keep it, just lock it. Okay, so now we understand what safe lock is all about. Let's go to piggy bank. Now for piggy bank works differently. Okay, so you just save money there, and then so you just do quick save for instance, right? And then you enter the amount that you want to save. So you either use the money in your Flex account or you put a card. If you add card, that means you want to link your ATM card. So you need to enter all of these details and fill it out, verify the card, and proceed. I don't have a card right now, so I don't want to go ahead with that. But basically, that's how you save money here. Now, one thing you need to note about saving money in your piggy bank is that you can only collect the money. You can see my next withdrawal date here shows 31st of March. So I can only collect my money on the 31st of March. But if I want to collect my money, you collect the money every quarter. You get your money back every quarter. But the interest rate on that money, so let's go back and see the interest that's here. So in 7 days, I've gotten 345 naira. So I don't want to go into much details, but the previous interest I made last month, it got paid into my PG Flex. I'll come back to explain what PG Flex is, but I got paid in my PG Flex. So you don't wait till the end of the quarter to get your interest. Your interest is paid monthly, but the capital, whatever you have saved in this your piggy bank, you can only get it on at the end of the quarter. So this quarter ends on the 31st of March. So that's when I'll be able to withdraw this my money. But I get my interest monthly in my piggy bank, my piggy Flex account, my piggy Flex account. Now, if you decide, the good thing about piggy bank is that it's not like the safe lock option where you have to absolutely leave your money for that period. You can't break it, blah blah blah. But in piggy bank, you can actually break your money. If, for example, you're hard up on cash, you want your money, you want a portion of your money, you can put the amount you want to withdraw. But piggy bank will charge you a breaking fee. This breaking fee is 3.5% of whatever money you want to withdraw. Do you understand? And why they are putting a breaking fee is because they are trying to encourage you to leave the money. They are trying to encourage you to save the money. So if you absolutely now want to remove the money, that means you need to pay and like you need to give piggy this 3.5% of your money. Do you understand? So that is for piggy bank. Another thing with piggy bank is that you can auto save. I forgot to say that. So you can enable auto save here, and you can say, okay, I want to be saving every week. I want to be saving. So you can see my auto save is on 2,000 naira weekly, but you can decide to change it to daily, to weekly, or to monthly, and then you continue. So every week or every day or every month, depending on what you've selected, a certain amount will be deducted from your card or from your Flex account, depending on what you choose, whether you choose for your card or you're using your piggy Flex. Okay, so that's piggy bank. Now let's go to I'm going to skip target savings and house money because those ones are like if you want to save target savings, if you want to save towards a particular thing, right? You save. House money is for rent. If you want to save towards rent, you can click on house money and move forward with it. Then Flex Dollar. Flex Dollar, I like Flex Dollar because it helps you to save in dollars. So you can see, for example, when dollar is low, I usually I usually try to buy dollars. For example, you can see, for example, if I want to do some dollar transactions, I can just use my dollar, whatever I have in dollars, rather than start converting it from naira to dollar. So you can buy Flex Dollar, right? And right now dollar is 1,560 naira if you want to buy. So if you want to buy $10, that's 15,600. You go ahead and buy. Okay? So I am not buying dollars right now, so that's just it. Now if you want to convert your money to naira and put it in your account, in your Flex account. Your Flex account is like your normal, I'm going to get to that, but it's like your normal savings account, but you get interest on it. That's the difference between keeping money in your Flex and keeping money in your bank. So every money on your PiggyVest account, everything, Safe Lock, Flex Dollar, piggy bank, they all mature into your piggy Flex. So they all mature into that account. interest every month. You can see last month I earned $3.32. So $3 is about 7,500. That's how much I earned last month from my dollar account, right? So you see, I'm just sitting down somewhere, putting my money somewhere, and then I'm making money from different sources. So you can see that. Then you can also pay to the bank. If you have a dollar account, you can just move your dollars from here to your dollar account. You can see. Just fill out all the information and move it to your dollar account. As simple as that. Or you want to pay somebody in dollars, you can do this as well. Okay, let's go to the final one, which is Flex Naira. Like I've already explained what Flex Naira is. Your Flex account is just an account where you just save money. You just keep money. And you can touch it at any time, but you are limited to 4 withdrawals every month. You can't withdraw more than 4 times in a month. So they are also putting a limit there so that you don't just go there and just be taking money anytime you like. So for Flex Naira, that's actually where you put money. So for example, if I want to deposit money into any of my other channels, I put my money first in my Flex Naira. So you can see I already have a Sterling Bank account here. If you want to send money to me, you can decide to copy the account number now. But basically, you can create. I've already created my own account, but if I have not created, you will see that you can create an account number. So this account number, you can just simply copy it. You can see. Once you copy it, go to your bank, put it in, send money to it. So anytime you want to save money on PiggyVest, any of the channels, you can simply send money to your Flex account, and then you can decide to secure the money to show you an option to collect the money from your Flex. If it's dollar, you collect the money from your Flex. Any channel, Piggy Bank, collect the money from your Flex. You understand? Then you can keep some money that you don't have any use for. Like you saw, there's a certain amount of money here, and that money, because my father gave me the money to keep for him. So rather than just keep it in the bank where it's not generating any interest for him, I decided to keep it here. And I think last month I got about 5,000 naira interest on that money. And this month you can see in 7 days I've already gotten 1,205 naira. And that's because at some point I added some money there, I removed some money. That was last month. That's why I got that amount. So you also earn interest here, as you can see. You can see my history. You can see that I've been earning some interest. You can see all the interest that I usually earn. Okay, so let me not show you people all my life savings. But basically, you can see last month I was not lying. I earned 4,900, almost 5,000 naira. Right? The previous month I earned. Okay, this was my piggy bank. So you can see my piggy bank last month I earned 1,100 from that money that is there. Do you understand? So these are various ways that you can actually be making money. So that's it.
Guys, I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things from this video, and you're going to kick off your investment journey now. I was so happy when I got messages, when I got calls from people saying that my video helped them. For a very long time they have been just keeping their money in the bank, and their money is not doing anything. Like, they are not using their money as much as, they're not investing their money as much as they should be investing, and they're not even making money from just keeping their money in the banks and not allowing their money do anything for them. So I was really happy about it, and I really do hope that this video is going to also help many more people start their investment journey. And the good thing is that you can start from as low as 1,000 naira. You can start from as low as 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira. Never ever tell yourself that I'm not making enough money. Even if it's 20% of whatever you make that you save, even if you do not work and maybe you are a full housewife or something, and your husband gives you money from time to time, and you decide to save this money, you don't know what you are going to be doing for yourself. You are going to be securing your future. So I have a lot of people that I've introduced to this personally before I even started doing this online, and they have thanked me for it. They have been good for it, and I can see how much their lives have been impacted and how much their journey has improved as a result of the fact that they are doing all of these things. They are investing. They are not just there, and to be honest with you, this whole thing stemmed from a place, right? There was a point I was at a point in my life where I did not have a job, because I had resigned from my job, and I had to solely live on my savings, right? And at that point I told myself my savings was not much. At that time I think I can't remember how much I had saved, but it was not much, right? But I told myself that time that I never want to ever be in this position again, where I use up my savings when I do not have a job. I want a situation whereby even if I do not have a job, even if anything happens to my job, I will still have trickles of income coming in from something I have done in the course of my work journey or my work experience. I never want to be in that place. So this is also my message for you. Whether you are not working, whether you are working, just try and start saving. You get small money, save a portion of it, and you'll be good for it. And shout out to my amazing husband, because he taught me so much about saving. Like, he taught me about saving, and now I save even better than he. I'm now like, I've taken it P. Do you understand? So shout out to him, because sometimes when you also have a partner that influences you positively, it also helps you. So you can also be that partner to influence your other, your partner positively in the right direction. Don't just be all about, oh, let's go out. I mean, it's good to have fun, it's good to go out, it's good to do all of those nice things, but also think about your future, think about, uncertainties, think about the fact that anything can happen at any time and you don't want to be caught unawares. So put all of these things into consideration, and I hope that down the line, when we see ourselves at the top, when we connect, when I connect with my community, everybody will be good for it, and everybody will be good and happy and have a wonderful life. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to encourage this journey. It's not easy for me to actually work and also do content, so please encourage me by clicking the subscribe button if you have not subscribed, and please happily share my videos with your friends, your loved ones. I know they will benefit from my videos, they will benefit from this particular video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.